Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we're the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
10 tips to stop neck and back pain in your car. And by the way, number 8 I think is really cool. So
well,
we got to create a little suspense here, don't we, Brad?
Right, number 8's the cool one.
So by the way, if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy and fit and pain-free, and we upload every day. And also wander over to Facebook and like us, because Brad and I, as children, were never liked, and so we need somebody to come in and help us save the day.
My dog liked me.
Your dog liked you?
Yeah, I think.
Wonderful. All right, let's start off with the first thing, Brad. And this is not a minor thing. You've got to choose the right car, especially when you're a guy like me. I mean, you cannot, if you have to lean back the seat in order to have your head fit in there, that's just not going to work.
You experienced this.
I've experienced this many times. And I've also seen, and you think, okay, I'm fine because I'm shorter. If someone like you that's maybe a little shorter, that's not the case either, because I see these seats that are kind of bucket seats, and they had the neck rest was such that it all puts you in this rounded out position.
Oh, yeah.
I just had a patient that had this, and it was just amazingly poor.
Right.
Brad. I don't know what you do with that. I mean, besides get a new car.
I think they look cool, or
they did look cool. It looked really cool. It looked like the Jetsons, but it was awful. So you really got to take some time. I mean, to me, the number one decision in choosing a car is comfort, and then you can get into safety and performance and all that. So, and if you haven't already chosen the right car, I'm sorry about that, because that's probably a big change.
you're not gonna
financially
just go buy a new car just because of. But there's adjustments that we can help you
with.
Right,
and let's talk about that now. Some of the adjustments you can do in your seat when you're driving. One thing is you're going to want to have the seat close enough to the steering wheel. You don't want to be reaching like this, because look what you're going to do right away. You're going to start flexing your neck. You're going to start rounding out your back.
Right.
So
this represents the steering wheel. It's
right.
really not a steering wheel, but this is a representation.
I was going to take people out to the car, but it's 90 and humid outside today, and you can't see as well.
We've always depended on imagination in our program.
Right. So you're going to want to have the seat upright. You don't want to be back like this either, because that's the same thing. It's going to make you round out. It's going to bring your head forward. So the seat's got to be fairly upright. You want to adjust it forward. You want it to the point where, I got this listed later actually, but this is a good time to talk about it. I don't want your hands up on top like this.
All right, that 10-4 or 10-2 position.
Right.
We
want 4 and 8.
Yeah, down here. It's you want those elbows and arms down in that neutral position, taking stress off the shoulders, elbows.
Right.
Keep the good circulation.
We've mentioned this before, by the way. I just saw someone driving a motorcycle with the ape hangers, you call them?
Yeah, I think that's what
Oh my God, I don't know how, that they don't have shoulder problems and neck problems. And maybe they do, but and especially with the vibration, it's just beyond.
That's another story.
That's another story. What I like about this too, Brett, if you get down in here, works out really well for me. My armrest hits me just perfect, so I'm like this.
Yep.
This one's a little more hanging out there, but it's sometimes you can put it over on the ledge there.
And that's an individual car thing, it depends how your car is made.
All right, next thing that's really important is you're going to want to use some type of back support.
Right.
This is really important. Now, if you can't afford a back support, or you want to just try it at first, just take a rolled towel. I was looking for a rolled towel. I don't know if I found one, Brad.
Oh, Bob, they're up here, aren't they?
Oh yeah, there they are.
Well, of course.
Brad's playing my mother today.
There you go.
So you can just take a rolled towel. What's nice about this is you can figure out what kind of thickness you need.
Right.
Because
we're talking for a lumbar support now.
Right. Because what happens is without it, you're going to start to round out, and for your low back, you want to have a little bit of arch in there. And this also works well if you put it right over the sacrum, which is that lower part of the back, kind of below the belt. And if you're not having back pain, a lot of times people like a thinner towel.
Sure.
A little less. If you're having back pain, a lot of times the thicker towel feels a lot better.
Sure.
And that's been what we have found.
You'll know because it'll feel the best.
Right.
Use what feels the best. Some cars do have adjustable lumbar supports built in that work well, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, make sure you check, because as you were saying, Brad, there's patients that didn't even know they had it.
Right.
So I mean, you want to go ahead and fiddle around with the switches a little bit to
Right.
make sure that you
Some
don't
of them
have
have a knob that you crank. Some are just electric button ones. Some have a mechanical thing that goes on back, and some have an air bladder in there.
Oh, really?
I understand. Yeah, but one way or another, make sure you know if you have one or not.
Hopefully it's not one of those airbags that is being recalled, right? So anyway, you can put it down lower in the sacrum. You can try different spots. And there is just a whole array. Plethora.
Yeah.
That's our word of the day, plethora of different back supports. So this is the McKenzie lumbar support. He was probably the first one to develop this, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, if not, some are up in there.
And he's got a whole bunch of type, because this is a McKenzie too, isn't
Yep,
it?
it
Or
is.
not?
Yep.
So this one's just foam, and it's got a little strap. You can actually strap it around an office chair too, or a seat, and that way it stays in place.
Sure.
And here's the one that's self-inflating. And now you said you had a little trouble with this? It started to lose air or not?
Yeah, I really like it, but after about 20, 30 minutes, it must diffuse it out somewhere, and then you just lean forward and you can easily self-inflate it again pretty quickly. But that was the only complaint. Other than that, I really liked it.
So is this the one you had?
Yep,
Oh, it
exact
is.
same one.
Okay, it's holding the air now really well, but
I know, but if you lean up against it and sit in your car for
For a
20
long
minutes,
time?
that was my experience. Maybe it
Okay.
was just the one I was using. I don't know, but other than that, I really liked it.
this is the thin one that I use. I just use a thin piece of foam. That's all I need. It goes right in the sacrum here. I just really like it.
Yep.
My kids all use this one, so it doesn't take much. You want to show the one you use, Brad? This is
Yeah.
the one you're all thrilled about.
Well, I've used every one of these.
Okay.
Except for this new one. But
Okay.
And plus, I've used other ones that we don't have here. But this has been my favorite one so far. It's called the NAIPO, N-A-I-P-O, and I'm just spelling it out because I really like it. At first, it feels
We gave
really,
away a few of these too.
yeah, we did. At first, it feels quite large, and it is. It really supports your back well, but like you tried it, and it's too much for you.
It was too much for
you
me.
feel like you're being pushed forward
Yes, it
too
was.
much.
I didn't like it.
As a matter of fact, I like it in my car. I use it in my riding lawnmower, and it's the only thing that's worked for me not to have a backache after an hour on a bouncy riding lawnmower. So for my back, it really works well.
All right, well,
It's memory foam, by the way.
Now, by the way, the thing that I use for my neck, by the way, to give some support, what happened to it? Do you want to show chin tucks while I'm looking for
Yeah,
it, Brad?
go out
You
and find yours. Probably have to go to your car.
I probably do.
When you're driving, a really good thing to do is monitor your head posture so that you don't have this head forward neck posture, creating neck pain, shoulder pain, headaches, etc. Get your head up here and actually do some chin tucks with the chin. And I'm looking that way because there's nobody over there. I'm just looking that way so you get a good profile of the mechanics. Here and back. Here and back, and sometimes myself, I'll give them a little overpressure stretch right here, just to get a little more stretch right back in here. And these you can do while you're driving. It's one of those things that I'll do probably every hour or so. I don't even think about it very much anymore. You know, if you're at a stoplight and there's a car next to you over here and you're doing your chin tucks, they'll look at you a little funny, but just look at them and wave, and you know, everyone will be doing it pretty soon.
All right, thanks for covering the time, Brad. I'll
Well,
jump
I
in
feel
now.
that in pretty good, huh? You finally got your...
Well, I had one here. I don't know what happened to it. So anyway,
Bob.
I use, believe it or not, and again, people laugh at me, but I use a sock. And I put it right here.
I saw you use a rolled up winter glove once.
Yeah, I use up anything. I've used a pop can one time when I couldn't find anything. So you roll up a sock and you put it right here, right on the lower, you want to show where?
Yeah. But you have to remember the car seat
Goes way up.
to here. So here would be the car seat. Let's give a little better
Yeah.
angle. So you're supporting right below C1 or T1, right? Or
Yeah,
C7.
and see what happens is, you know, normally I like this, and this pushes me in and puts me in good posture.
Yeah.
And I just love it. I mean, I honestly can't drive without it, and I honestly get neck pain without it.
So you sit in your car, you put your little support there.
I put my other support there, and then I just lean back, and
Yep.
I'm
I'm
happy.
Excellent.
So happy. Okay.
You didn't see that, did you?
Now what'd you do?
Good, nothing.
Okay. Next one, Brad. What people don't realize in most cars, there is I don't know, what do we call it, a foot stop?
Yeah, it's on the left-hand side by the sidewall and the firewall
You
there.
want to make sure your left foot is on that thing, Because what you can do with that, you put your foot on it and then you push back and it puts your seat way back into your seat, your bottom into the seat,
Yeah.
and puts you in good position. So it's just a little trick, but it's one you want to make sure you're doing for your low back.
Right, and
Oh.
you know, it's usually not quite this big, but you know, it may be like that. But you'll see it down there. A lot of people probably don't even use it.
Okay, for your back, you want to make sure before you sit down, Lonnie, I'm standing up, you're going to want to do some back extensions
Oh yeah.
before you get in the car and when you get out of the car again, because this is a good stretch. You're flexed like this, so we're going the other direction.
Right, just balance the system out.
All right, next one. Let's go to the one that number 8 that we said is going to be really cool.
Oh, this is the one they've been waiting for, Bob. Everyone, I can feel the energy is.
So again,
it's
this is
on
a
their
product
toes.
by Napo. We're not getting paid by them, but they gave us one, and you know, you can buy some of these. We'll put a link below, and we're not getting any money from that either. I just want to make sure everything's up front here. Brad.
Absolutely, Bob. We want to be up front.
So this is a little massager actually that you can use in your car, and you can see. I think you can see the red lights, can't you?
Yeah. It does. Oh yeah.
So what's cool about that is, and I don't know that I would use this while you're driving, Brad. I don't know what you think about that, but
I don't know. I'll give it a try though.
Because it actually does come with, what is this, a car charger, Brad? I mean, or what is it, a car?
It's a power
12 volt?
12 volt. Yeah, it used to
Yeah.
be a cigarette lighter back in the day.
Okay. So what's cool about this, I mean, I definitely think you can use it as a passenger.
Sure.
And now it's supposed to have some heat along with it too. I didn't think it got that warm. I used it, but
Yeah.
you know, it's light, but it definitely will give you a good massage. And then after a while, it seems to stop and go in the other direction or
Right.
something
So
like that.
it's not consistent. It breaks it up a little bit. But I was on there before for a number of minutes, and I like
Higher.
that.
I like. So it's again the Napo Shiatsu lower back massager. Shiatsu.
Yeah.
Shiatsu.
Yeah.
Massager. And did I get cut off with that, Lonnie? Okay, the Napo Shiatsu lower back massager with heat, 3D massage cushion car for your car home.
Yeah. It's
So,
a
yeah.
mouthful.
I mean, yeah, I like it up here.
Up there. Yeah.
So just pretend like you hired a masseuse for your car.
Right.
That's what this is. So.
Shiatsu is a Japanese term. It's using the massage directly with your thumbs, or you can use your elbows, but usually a body part. But that's because I used to. That's another story.
You know, actually, it feels warmer now.
Oh, well, yeah. I think there must be some infrared lights in there.
Yeah,
is my guess, but
and to turn it off, you do have to hold the button for a little bit.
yeah, be patient. There you go.
So, cool device.
I think you could lay down on that, maybe do it in supine.
You probably could.
I'll do it after the video.
So about $79 is what I saw it for, but you know that's kind of Amazon, which can go up and down. Another thing is you want to make sure as much as possible, especially if you drive a lot, to take breaks and walk during the breaks. It's really going to help your neck pain and back pain.
And if you're on a road trip, sometimes that can be the hardest thing. If you're
I
focused
know.
on getting there, it's like, oh, just another 3 hours and your back is killing you, man. Take a break. 5 minutes, make you feel better.
And number 10 was what I about the steering wheel, the 8 and 4. I
Yeah.
jumped ahead to that one,
Yeah,
so I
that-
got a little
Yeah.
premature, Brad.
Right,
so.
but you didn't go ahead with 8, so it kept everyone's
Right.
attention there.
So remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything.
Except for,
A broken heart.
there you go.
Yeah, but we're working on
Let me
it.
try this thing.